Howdy, folks. Welcome back to Grilling with Gramps. Today we're going to be making meatloaf. Fun fact for you about meatloaf: the largest meatloaf ever made was in 2009 in Germany. And yep, you guessed it, almost 7,000 pounds. That's crazy. That's a big meatloaf. Anyways, let's get started. All right, we got a lot of ingredients in this meatloaf. Start off with just over a pound of ground beef. We have a pound of ground pork. I'm going to actually add 2 eggs, not 1. Diced onions, diced bell peppers, breadcrumbs, Worcestershire sauce, paprika, crushed red peppers, meatloaf seasoning, some garlic, Heinz tomato ketchup. If it's not Heinz, then don't use it. Salt, pepper, milk, and my little extra spice that I add is a little onion soup mix. Makes the meatloaf that much better. All right, let's get to it. Alrighty, I got a bowl ready. We got the just over a pound of ground beef, 80-20 mix. We got my pound of spicy sausage. I'm going to use my hands to massage these little bad boys. So you want to get in there and really massage that meat. Get in there and you don't want to over mix it, but you want to make sure it's mixed well together. So just go in there and knead the meat. That's what we're doing here, kneading the meat. Keep kneading the meat. Just push in there, you have a little push in there. Now I'm going to add the 2 eggs. This is egg number 1. There it is. Egg number 2. Oh, look at that technique. Pretty good. Next, we got our bell pepper. I love bell pepper and meatloaf. And next we have our diced onions. It's just a really good combination. And lastly, for now, I'm going to add in a little bit of milk. Not too much, not even 1/8 of a cup. Okay, what you didn't see here was I added in some Worcestershire and a little bit of ketchup already. Now I'm going to add salt. I also added the meatloaf seasoning pack and some of the garlic spread stuff. And this is the pepper, so sorry about that. I messed up. Anyways, adding the crushed red peppers. And finally, I will be adding in a little smoked paprika. This always adds a little extra flavor of smoke to go right along with the Worcestershire sauce. Okay, gloves back on. It's time to knead. So they say, and when I say they, I mean real chefs, don't over knead your meat, but you really want to make sure it's all all incorporated well. You got beef, you got pork, you got vegetables and seasoning. So you just want to form it into a big ass meatball at this point. So that's what I'm doing here. All right, my big meatball is ready to be made into a loaf. So I like to put it on a cutting board and just kind of spank your little meatloaf around. It's just a little baby, needs attention. So just mold it into the shape you want it in and tuck in the bottom a little bit there. Just make sure there's no visible big cracks in it. There you go. All right, she's ready to go. 375 for about an hour until the internal temp is 160. All right, next we're going to be making the glaze. I'm going to add a little bit of that onion soup mix I put into the meatloaf earlier. And to that, I'm going to add some brown sugar. This is just something I came up with on a whim, just something other than just regular Heinz ketchup on top. So it adds really good flavor to the meatloaf, especially when it crusts up. To that, I add the Heinz tomato ketchup and only Heinz. And I will add some Worcestershire sauce. Yeah, like I said, it's a really good flavor, especially when it gets nice and crispy on top. Whisk all that together. And this glaze is really simple to make. Really, you don't obviously need much ingredients. And it just has a really good tangy flavor. I'm going to add a little bit more Worcestershire to that. And also some black pepper. And lastly, I am going to add, of course, because I like the heat, some red chili flakes. And that's about it. Whisk that up and you're good to go. Okay, time to apply the sauce. I got ahead of myself earlier. I said I was putting it in the oven, and I obviously was not because I forgot the sauce. So, sorry. Anyways, apply the sauce and just paint it on the loaf. And that's really about it. Just try to cover everywhere because, like I said, once you cut this guy up, getting a little piece of that little crusty, yummy sauce on there is really good. So make sure you spread it evenly around the whole thing so everything cooks nice and even. That's really about it here. Just in case you weren't listening the first time, we're going to go 375 for about an hour until the internal temperature reaches 160. Oh, that bad boy's done. She's smelling good. Yes, nice and ready. Oh, Leia's in there. She's like, can I get a little bit of that? You're going to have to wait your turn, Leia. This smells really good. All right. She came out very good. Meatloaf was great. Here's what it looked like when it was cut up. And I like to serve it with mashed potatoes and cheese. Thanks again. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe.